here we go. This is Football 101. And yes, I am the Beetle. Yes, I am the Beetle. And this is a post-game analysis of the beatdown between the Saints and the Bucs. Breeze versus Brady, where the Saints beat the Bucs 38-3 on Sunday Night Football. Yes, this is the day after, and yes, I am doing a post-game breakdown of this humongous beatdown of the Bucs and Brady. Oh man, yes, this is the day after. I reviewed the tape. I reviewed the entire game. And it was tough. It was, let me just say, it was tough. But here's the thing about in pro football. You got to put a beat down behind you immediately. And that was a beat down. Yes, the Bucs the Bucs lost to Drew Brees and the Saints 38-3. 38-3. And after going through all of the tape, and then looking at the post-game conference of the head coach, Bruce Arians, looking at the post-game conference of Tom Brady, looking at the post-game conference of Shaq Barrett on the linebacker on defense, this team, the Bucs, were simply just not ready to play. They just got out-competed from the very, very starts by the Saints. I give credit to the Saints head coach and Breeze and entire offense and defense. They schemed it out, and they were ready to play. The Bucs were not ready to play. Simple. It was at the very beginning. They were not ready to play, and Brady stunk it up. The offensive play calling was bad, but Brady stunk it up. He admitted it during the press conference, and you could just see he was not getting his reads. And I'll give you the insight of what I saw in the breakdown, completely different from just a few weeks ago. So yes, just you got to own it, and that's what they said. Every player, offensively and defensively, they said we got to own it and take it for what it is. It happens, and then you got to move on. So, wow, there you go, 3 minutes in, and I'm telling you, it was a bad beatdown. Once it starts rolling bad, it goes worse to worse to worse, and you don't get the breaks. The Saints had a great game plan. They came out, wanted to be physical, wanted to really throw the ball around to as many players as possible. Breeze was able to get the protection in the pocket. He moved around very efficiently. Breeze was on target in his passes, and then Taysom Hill coming in. I got to give it to him. He was a beast. He changed it up and ran over players and was intimidating. They were going right and left. I mean, it was a mixed bag, and they didn't rely upon Kamara practically as much as they used to. And so they were very diversified, and they deservingly won that game with a beatdown. And so, yes, that was, again, man up. That's what happens. And, again, there was really no finger point. But Bruce Arians did say, it was some really bad throws by Brady, and Brady admitted that he has to step up. Again, poor performance by Brady. So, again, it happens. What can you say? And I'll tell you what I suggest what Brady needs to do in the offense and the defense. But let me give you, I'm 4 minutes in, almost 5 minutes. Let me give you the breakdown of each and every drive. Oh, the agony of this. But We are veterans. We'll take it in stride and we'll keep moving on. This is what happens in the NFL. And by the way, the Bucs are still 6-3. they're still 6-3. So let me just, and I'll give you my spin on what will happen by the end of the season as well. So starting with the first drive, the Bucs received the ball the first drive. Brady was under pressure from the very first play from Cameron Jordan. Matter of fact, it could have been an interception the very first play of the game. He was pressured. Then Brady misses Gronk. It was 3 and out on the first drive. 3 and out. First drive for the Saints. Breeze hits Thomas. First down. Breeze hits Jason Hill. First down. Missed the blitz. There was a blitz on. Missed the tackle on Breeze. And Breeze kept hitting these little small chunk passes. Taysom Hill then came in, threw for a first down. Pierre Paul, let me just say this. There was a pass, Breeze threw it, and Pierre Paul jumped up, and it went straight through his hands on the first drive. Pierre Paul, JPP, had an interception in his hand on the very first drive, and it went through his hands. The defensive lineman, and he was a defensive end, now he's an outside linebacker. Pierre Paul played a good game, by the way. So he dropped the first intercept, and then Smith blown. And then the pass, the touchdown to Smith, Traquan Smith, was wide open in the end zone. A total blown coverage by the secondary. And Traquan Smith caught an easy touchdown pass from Drew Brees, making it 7-0. So just on that first drive, breakdowns from the defense. Serious breakdown from the defense on the very first drive of the Saints. I said, oh no. So the defense was blowing it on the first drive. The offense looked lethargic at the very beginning. So now it was 7-0. Bucs come out with their second drive. Brady pressured and passed to pressured and threw a deep pass to no one. Again, the route was cut off, I believe, by Miller, and Brady threw long. Miscommunication. Brady to Jones, running back, just for a few yards. Brady to Jones for another few yards. 3 and out. 3 and out on the second drive for Brady and the Bucs. And let me just say, the play calling by, the play calling, I really don't get. The offensive coordinator, I'll get his name in just a second. Former quarterback, Leftwich. Yeah, Leftwich is the Leftwich is the offensive coordinator. Oh, man, and I'll bring up something during the press conference when one of the reporters said, well, let me just bring it up. One of the reporters said, since Byron Leftwich is right on the field, right on the sideline, calling plays, do you think he needs to be up in the booth overlooking the field so he can get a better look? And Bruce Arians said, he's not that type of guy. He's like me. He needs to look at players in their eyes and be a part of the game. And so that's why he's on the sideline calling plays. But perhaps Leftwich needs to be up in the booth. I don't know. But anyway, 3 and out on the second drive. Saints get the ball on the second drive. Breeze to Harris, wide receiver. He breaks tackle. The small wide receiver, 5'6". Yeah, we like the 5'6" guys. He breaks the tackle, runs one. And at that point, the second drive, Breeze has already hit 7 different wide receivers. And Chris Collinsworth mentioned this in the broadcast of Sunday Night Football. At that point in time, on the second drive, Breeze was hitting 7 different wide receivers. And then, and also, there was no big major pass rush. Breeze was sitting back there. Oh, man, no pressure at all. And then he made the first down they went for fourth down, made it with the running back Burton. Then the very next play, Breeze to Cook. the tight end Cook, right around at the 2-yard line. Cook catches the ball, trying to get extra yardage, and fumbles the ball at the 2-yard line. So the Cook, the tight end, I forget his first name, but Cook, veteran tight end, fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line. Bucs get the ball. Brady goes deep for Brown, unable to connect. Brady misses on Gronk. On this third down play, third and long, I think at their own 3-yard line, Brady had a great pass to Gronk along the sideline. It was right on the money. Gronk usually makes these catches. He had to stretch out. Usually makes these catches. He drops the ball. 3 and out. So there you go. On the first 3 drives of the Bucs, 3 and out. And let me just say this. It just didn't seem no energy. No energy at all from the Bucs offense. No energy. No urgency. It's like, okay, and here's another thing that I couldn't understand. What happened to dink and dunk passes? What happened to short dink and dunk passes? Hello, the short dink and dunk passes. Get the ball. Brady usually gets the ball, releases the ball within 1-2 seconds. This time, he's already holding the ball for 3-4 seconds. He's getting his reads, and he's still going across. He's taking too much time checking off wide receiver 1, 2, 3, and then coming to the wide side 4. That's when you get in problems. Hello, Brady. Get the ball, throw it out. Stop checking 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Too much time. So get the ball, throw the ball. 1 second, 2 seconds, it's gone. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, throw the ball. Hello. Timing is important. Release is important. Brady's holding, I'll say this, Brady's holding on to the ball too long. And I saw that by the 3rd drive. Brady is holding on the ball too long. Check it out. First read, go for it. Second read, if it's not there on the first read, second read, go for it. You just don't have the time. First read, second read, third read, fourth read, don't have time. Hello. First read, get rid of the ball. If not there, second read, get rid of the ball. Not third, not fourth. So that's what I saw by the 3rd drive. So Saints get the ball for their 3rd drive. Kamara runs for 17 yards. Breeze to Thomas, 8 yards. Breeze to Adams, to Troutman, and then a touchdown. Made it 14-0. Yes, Troutman, tight end from University of Dayton, Ohio. Yes, I'm a Buckeye. University of Dayton, Ohio, tight end, gets a touchdown from Breeze. His first touchdown. So it's 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Again, what I saw, too much time. Brady holding on to the ball. Pressure from the defensive line consistently. If you're getting pressure, and you got to get rid of the ball. And whatever these routes that they're calling, Leftwich calling, these are too much deeper routes. Got to be dink and dunk. Dink and dunk. 5-yard catches. That's what Breeze did. 5 yards, 6 yards. Dink and dunk. Brady used to do that in New England. Dink and dunk. 5, 7. 5 to 7. 5 to 7. And then you go deep. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw it long. Or throw it to your 4th check. Or go deep. Dink and dunk. And Evans, he didn't even look at Evans. Let me just say, I don't know what's going on between Brady and Evans. Evans is still the man. Mike Evans is still the man. I don't know what's going on. Let me just say, I do not know what's going on between Brady and Mike Evans. He's your star wide receiver. I don't care if Antonio Brown came on board. AB, I don't care. Mike Evans is the man. Get the ball to Mike Evans. 3 yards, 2 yards, 5 yards. Just throw the ball to Mike Evans. No targeting of Mike Evans in the first quarter. What's that about? That's totally absurd. Is Leftwich calling the plays? Call the plays just to Mike Evans. No targets in the first quarter. There you go. Second quarter. Second quarter. Bucs first drive. Missed a line catch. Brady throws deep. No one there. Coverage is on the wide receiver. So the first drive of the second quarter, again, 3 and out, holding the ball. Sometimes the defense, Saints defensive backs were playing really good. So when they're playing that good, their coverage is good, dink and dunk. So they were 3 and out, first drive of the second quarter. Saints get the ball, first drive. They stopped Kamara for a loss. Great job there. David White was flying around. Linebacker David White was flying around. He was making plays. And then Breeze hits Taysom Hill for 21 yards. Then Hill runs for 20 yards. Then Breeze hits Emmanuel Sanders for 12 yards, touchdown. It was 21-0. Second quarter. Saints first drive. Emmanuel Sanders gets a touchdown, 21-0. And Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth would say, "What's going on? What's going on?" And let me just say this: Chris Collinsworth never really liked Brady. He was getting his digs in on Brady. I can say that's the reason I turned down the volume a little bit, because Chris Collinsworth never really liked Brady. Okay, we know that. But Chris Collinsworth, commentator, he got his digs in on Brady. Okay, here we go for Bucs on the second drive. Brady to Tyler Johnson for a first down, a rookie. Then Brady pass blocked. Here we go. Brady pass was supposed to be a screen pass blocked by the defensive lineman, and the defensive lineman intercepted the ball. Oh no, what else could go? It's just one of those things. He was just trying a little dump off pass, a little screen, and the screen was just not high enough. The ball was not thrown high enough. The defensive lineman jumped up, knocked the ball, deflected, and the defensive lineman on the opposite side got the interception. And then the Saints get the ball, Breeze to Sanders, first down. Taysom Hill's running through tacklers, and then Kamari runs for a touchdown, for a 3-yard touchdown. Made it 28-0. 28-0. Oh, 28-0 in the second quarter. It was truly a beatdown. It was when things start snowballing one way, there's not much you can do as a player. It's really, I've been in games like that in high school. When you get in a beatdown, you're like, what else is going to go wrong? And so that was another touchdown. Again, Saints did what they had to do. The defense was not tackling, and plus the defense was on the short side of the field. Again, the Saints always got the ball in very good field position, so they didn't have to go long. But the defense was not tackling hard. Again, Saints came to play. So the Bucs get their third drive in the second quarter. Second quarter. Okay, I got to move on. 19 minutes in. Brady to Godwin, first down. Then no running. Again, no running attack at all. And then Antonio Brown gets his first catch going backwards. He gets his first catch and first down. Brady to Gronk, 3 yards. And then Bucs are stopped on fourth down. Oh, wow. They tried to go for fourth down. And for whatever reason, it wasn't a short pass. He ended up trying to throw long. Was not there. So they turned the ball over right there. Saints get the ball. Bonehead. Saints get the ball in their third drive of the second quarter. Kamari runs for first down. Then Breeze hits Thomas, who is back, for 15 yards. Sue makes a great stop. Now, Dominic Sue is playing really good this year. Believe it or not, he is. And matter of fact, right at that point in time, when Saints were moving the ball, of course, the cameras show Brady on the sideline shaking his head, looking at his iPad and looking at, wow, what is going on? I'm not playing well. I'm not getting the reads. Something's not happening. But Brady was just shaking his head on the sideline. And then right during there, then Lutz hits. They were stopped, and then the field goal kicker for the Saints hits a 30-yard field goal, makes it 31 to 0. 31 to 0. And at that time, Brady was 9 for 19 for 64 yards. That's right. Brady was 9 for 19 for 64 yards. Then the Bucs get back on the field right before half. Brady to Brown, 11 yards. Brady to Evans, first down. And then Brady throws an interception. Brady throws a bonehead interception. That's when it was a stop and go. They was trying to get the ball to Brown. And again, miscommunication. Brady throws long. Brown cuts off his route. Interception. Lack of communication. I don't know what's going on. It just looked horrible. Horrible. And that was an interception. And then, guess what? The Saints, actually, there was a minute left. A minute and 20-some seconds left. The Saints just took a knee. Dang. Oh, Lord. The Saints, Breeze just took a knee and said, it's 31-0. We're not even going to try to score. We're not going to try to score. So they took a knee. End of the half. 31-0. That's right. 31-0. Oh, man. Now I'm 22 minutes in. I'm going to finish this out. Second half. Let me get this done. The Saints get the ball. Breeze actually fumbles the ball on the first drive. It was pressure. The Bucs came out with pressure. They were putting it to him on the first drive. And then Breeze fumbled. Brady, the Bucs gets the ball. Brady to Evans. Final first pass to Evans in the second half of the in the third quarter in the second half. First pass to your star. Again, like I said, something is going on with Brady and Evans. I don't know what it is. Then Brady to Gronk. Gronk dropped the pass. Brady to Evans missed. They were actually down at the end zone. 4 chances to get a score. They missed it. Came up short. Did not score anything. And that one pass to Gronk. Now they were going short, and it was like third down. It was third down and go, and it was they thought it was going to be a run. They faked a run, and again Brady threw the ball to Gronk over the middle, went through Gronk's hands, actually his stomach, and he dropped it. What is going on? The typical Brady to Gronk pass did not happen. And then on fourth down, Brady tried to hit Evans on this corner of the end zone. Lattimore was not going to have it, the defensive back, and they missed it. And so they were no points, no drive. Then Brady, so it was still 31-0. And then later, it just got so bad. Brady threw another he was pressured on this one drive, the next drive, and threw a horrible. Everything was horrible. Another interception. Just threw it up. He was just totally frustrated. It was so much out of character for Brady. It was completely out of character for Brady, and it was just really bad, really bad. I don't know what's going on. I just can't really. No comment. No, no comment. It was bad. Just got to say what it is. It was bad. And then Breeze, the Saints get the ball again, and then hit Hill, another tight end, for a touchdown. Made it 38-0. And then when the Bucs get the ball back, they drive, and they got enough field goal. So Suck Up hit a 48-yard field goal, made it 38-3, and mercifully, that was fourth quarter. Mercifully, that's the end of the game. So there you go. Ended up on Suck Up's 48-yard. At least they got 3 points. And let me just say, at the end, Brady and Breeze met at the 50-yard line, congratulating each other, and you can see that Breeze had the upper hand, and Tom just had to take it. You know, he had to take the heat. And again, but looking at the post-game interviews, Brady just said they had a poor performance. He had a poor performance, and there is an urgency. Shaq Barrett said it was. Shaq Barrett mentioned that the defense was horrible. We were not making the plays. He said it was on us. It wasn't on the defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. He said Todd Bowles. He really put us in the positions. We just did not make the plays. Bruce Arians in the press conference the day after. He's just a laid back guy. And matter of fact, the major question that I got, he said, I got to do something for when we have games at night. He said, I don't know what it is, but we are not ready for games at night. And this is his second year with the Bucs. I just think Bruce Arians, let me just say this, Bruce Arians' approach to, I know he's a professional. I know he's been in the league for quite some time. But again, I don't feel the positive energy from Bruce Arians. I just feel like it's just a work. It's just so laid back. I don't feel the philosophy. I know he has a philosophy, and I just think it's all kind of disjointed. And the reporters were very nice to Bruce Arians in the questions, but I just think he just feels confused. And again, when you got confusion and you don't have good leadership, it shows on the field. And they have the talent. There's no doubt the Bucs have the talent offensively, and they got really too much stuff going on. Who gets the ball? It shouldn't be about that. It should hit the philosophy and really play to your strengths and play to Brady's strength. Brady's strengths are short dump passes. It's not long passes. He's not there. He can't do that. Let me just say, he can't do that anymore. He can't do the long passes consistently. It's short dump passes and then play action pass. Get the runs going. As a matter of fact, they had the lineman for a run, and yet they didn't switch it out. They didn't. Here's another thing that I said. They don't make adjustments well. There's no adjustments during halftime. There's no adjustments toward after the first quarter if it's not working well. Byron Leftwich is not an adjustment guy. Again, I see a lot of the problems in the offensive philosophy of this team. And you got talent, and you're not molding the play caller to the talent of the players. And then the head coach has to motivate these guys somehow. And again, when you're not playing well, it just matriculates to the rest of the team. So the energy was not there. Play calling was inconsistent. And bad plays by the quarterback, by Brady. He was just, again, getting out of his strengths, getting out his tendencies. He was actually holding the ball too much. And that's what I'm going to say. Brady was holding the ball too much. Checking 1, checking 2, checking 3, checking 4. You're going to get sacked. You're going to get pressure. You're going to throw high. You're going to throw long. You're going to throw off. No rhythm at all. So again, and the defense feeds off the offense. That's what I heard really from Shaq Barrett. Shaq Barrett said, I'm just waiting for the offense to get in groove because it gets us in the groove. So again, both the offense and defense feeds off each other. But the offense got to start faster because that speeds up the defense. The defense was not playing well. They were not making tackles. They would just seem lethargic, and again, blown coverages and everything. So again, they took the heat. They took the beat down. This is a professional team, and let's just see how they respond. How do you think they're going to respond? How do I think they're going to respond? Okay. How do I think they're going to respond? That was the breakdown of the game. I went 30 minutes on that game. Oh man, that was 30 minutes of a breakdown. But how can the Bucs respond? Basically, man up. Basically, man up. That's right, man up. Be more of a professional. Just don't walk in, get a paycheck. If you're a championship team, it's time to get to the next level. Simple as that. If you're a championship team, gotta have someone to call. The players gotta take control of this team. The players gotta take control of this team. Because I don't like the coaching. I've been critical of the coaching from day one. I don't like the coaching. So one of those, 2 or 3 of those veterans got to step up. And they got some good young players. David's a great player. Antoine Winfield Jr.'s great player. They got some great players, and they got seasoned veterans. So I would expect the veterans to step up, call each other out. Because the urgency is now. And it starts with the quarterback. Tom Brady has to play better. Simple as that. He knows it. He's out of his rhythm. He's not in his regimen. He has to play better. Gronk needs to play better. The running attack has to play better. Get the ball to Evans. Antonio Brown, he looked pretty good. He's just got to learn his routes. But he has the juice. He has the speed. The offensive line got to play better. Defense got to bring the pain. Follow through on your tackling. But it's up to that when you know the coaching is not consistent, it's man up. It's man up. So I don't know where this team is going to go. They're 6-3 now. They can make the playoffs. I hope they can make the playoffs. But it could go either up or crash down. This is a man up. This is check time. This is a mid-season time. They're not even on their they don't have their break yet. They still got a couple of games before they get that break, or maybe one more game. But again, this is checkpoint time. This is checkpoint time for the Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Again, this is just first year. Don't get into the hype that they were going to go to Super. I didn't get into the hype that they were going to. I just felt like this is a new team. It takes time. Seriously, fans, it takes time to get really together. And let me just say this. It's not going to be this. If they really change around, that's great. But if they survive this year and have an 8-8 season or 9-8 season, I don't know how many games they play, but if they 500, that's pretty daggone good. But if they go beyond that, that's much better, because you got so many different parts trying to bring everybody together in the middle of the season, and that just doesn't. It's always challenging to get a team together in the middle of the season. They got to start to gel earlier in the season to build up. So let's not fool ourselves, okay? You just can't turn it on. Even the professional player just can't turn it on. It's a process. It truly is. It's a process. You look at those championship teams, it's a process of building momentum. And one team that I like, that comes to my mind, that just won this past weekend, are the Miami Dolphins with 2A. I threw it out. 2A. They started to build momentum in the AFC East. I just threw that out. Yeah, I threw it out. Okay, I'm going. I deflected there, but again, you gotta build momentum. Brady's gotta build momentum. Offense got to build momentum. Defense has got to stay consistent, build momentum. And the coaching has to get better. Coaching has to get better. There you go. That's the Beatle. That's football 101. That's my breakdown. Standing up, looking at the film, calling it like it is. It doesn't feel good, but I'm still there with your Bucs. I'm still there with your Brady. I'm still there with your Bucs. It's just the first year. Come on. It's just year number 1. Let's do this, Bucs. See you next week. That's the breakdown of the Saints and Bucs. I give props to Drew Brees and the Saints and their head coach, even though I don't like him. I give props to him. It's still a long season. And see you a little bit later. See you a little bit later. Thank you for tuning in to Football 101. We out of here.